Alright guys, good morning. Today is a special day. Well, not really. Today marks my 3-year anniversary for becoming a Twitch affiliate. So for 3 years, I've been a Twitch affiliate. It's really not a huge milestone, to be honest. It's thanks, Colby. Yo, Vlad, Colby, Lednor, Juice, welcome in, guys. Good to see you. So yeah, we've been a Twitch affiliate for 3 years now. It really doesn't take much to have Twitch affiliate. I think you need like 50 followers, and that's pretty much it. And then you need to stream on I think it's like 5 days in a row or something of those sorts. It's stupid easy to get. Mostly everyone who streams gets it. However, the sad part about it is I've been stuck on Twitch affiliate for 3 years. So we're trying to make partner. So call your friends, log into new devices, new emails, new devices, and then just put the stream on. And yeah, let's get partner so we can stream on very, very high bit rate that Twitch will provide as a partner. So anyways, this is gonna be a quick I think a little bit of a shorter stream today. I do work today. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit longer of a stream, probably around like 4 or 5 hours ish. But today is just gonna be pretty much short because I have to work today, so can't really dabble in too much today. But we will definitely get some good playing in tomorrow. What's up, Vlad? Welcome in. Okay, let's see. I gotta put this on my tablet here. Every device helps, guys. All right, let's get started. Let me jump into the game here, and we'll start cooking. Thank y'all for stopping out this morning on this beautiful Tuesday morning / afternoon, wherever you're at in the world. SnowRunner is on the menu. Austria. You finished Cola last night? Nice, dude. Besides the contest, yeah, those are not fun, right? You're very much enjoying Expeditions now. Do I play it? Nope, I do not. I do not have any type of appetite to play Expeditions, to be honest. I think regardless of whatever UI changes they make, it's just it's not for me. Okay, so check this out. Off stream, all I did was just reposition a truck over here. We're going to go over and hit this warehouse and grab some materials for this mission called, I think it's an old friend. No, I think it's this actually. Yeah. So I think there's small pipes over here, and I think there is cement over here. There's 2 cement here, but then there's also 2 cement here. Then I have to visit this farm and pick up, I think after that it spawns some things. Let me actually see. It's called reap what you sow. Yeah. So I think this spawns these soybeans. So we'll grab those too as well and kind of get those at least over that, I guess, eastbound, and get those over to somewhere where I can actually deliver those. So I'm going to try to like not necessarily string 2 missions together, but I would say kind of. So it's kind of what we're doing here. 114 SD, pretty much going to be the play today. But yeah, I mean, if you like expeditions, more power to you. It just the mini maps, the like the mini, I guess the mini games and stuff like that is just not something I really felt was enjoyable. The trucks felt cartoonish. I think even more so than they do in SnowRunner. Just, I don't know. It just wasn't really a map for me, or just a game for me. I just really couldn't immerse myself into it, if that makes sense. I like this little shortcut they put in here. This is nice. To elude that, that huge pit. What's up, redneck? Welcome in. I'm just bashing myself. And then, oh, they give you an unlimited warehouse after this? Yeah, that's kind of crazy, right? Any tips for Yukon? Absolutely, my dude. So I have a Route Runner series that shows you, like, I would say they're more or less mainstream routes. I kind of go over and talk about all the routes that have, you know, their conditions and such like that. But I would get used to making shortcuts, and also I kind of can talk about this for a second. I think something about the flooded foothills, which is kind of daunting if you haven't been there before, is this water here can be crossed quite a bit. So literally right here below the garage, here's a good crossing point. Right through here, this dips down. Just have a snorkel, you can jump right through here. This little, I think this is wooden planks, I guess you could derive from this area. You can get right through here really quick. Also, a really good area down here to cross is legitimately right on this bridge. You just literally turn off. If you look your camera down, you'll see just pebbles. You can just drive right through here. And then, yeah, drive basically through, you know, through this area here. Somehow pick your way through it. There should be a path. And then literally you can just drive right through right here. And I think there's actually areas down here as well that you can cross, but there are crossing points. You just have to really like search for them. So I would also, don't be afraid to go over this way and up this mountain, I guess. So like after this cabin zone, you can cut up through here and then over to the gold mine, because you will have a lot of cargo going to the gold mine. So instead of going all the way around all this jazz here, you can just take that way. Also, there's ways to go up through here to the gold mine this way. Just different things, man. But it's just going to take patience. After you cultivate and seed the field, another task. I think it's ready, set, sow. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I've done that yet. So I've completed this on normal already, and this is the hard mode playthrough. So actually, I need to activate the right mission here. I think it's called this. No, I have to do the Ankatra soon. Okay, so I need to pick up, I think it's small pipes, because I think I have medium pipes over here. Or whatever's here, I think is medium pipes. Yeah, I'll pick up mediums. You did for cola? Okay, nice. I think I need... Let me just double check this, because I know... I'm not going to mess with this right now. Dude, service spare parts. Oh my goodness. Wait. Can I get service spare parts from somewhere else? All the way there. Oh man, I wish I had more. I wish I had more vehicles over here to grab all these. It would be so nice to grab all of these service spare parts, or just these two, and bring them over. But I think there's service spare parts in the other map, so I think I'm okay. I'm just gonna do my thing here. We're gonna do Let There Be Water, and then it's gonna be the Reap What You Sow. So let's do that. So it's gonna be 1 medium pipe, and I think we need, I think it's 2 cement. Yeah, 2 cement. or 4 cement, but I get 2 here and 2 another place. Okay, let's back out. Let's go to this this farm here. What's up, Victor? Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Today is my Twitch affiliate anniversary. So Freight Leonard 114SD is a new P12. What do you mean? Like, meaning that I use it a lot? Oh man, I love using this truck. Yeah, it's a quick stream. Tomorrow's gonna be a longer stream. Tomorrow kicks off the first day of the true Road to Partner, which, yeah, I would really love to get Partner. It's well balanced, but you hate its look, really? I love the way this thing looks. But yeah, today is going to just be a quick stream because I do work today, so. And then my stream from yesterday will be available on YouTube, I think shortly. It's weird because I record and stream at the same time, and I record this footage in a little bit higher bit rate, so it has better quality on actual YouTube when I upload it. So it just takes forever to upload to YouTube. That's just how it is. I don't know why, but I mean, so it just takes a long time. So I'm probably gonna have to upload that video either tomorrow or something like that, or today's stream tomorrow. Yeah, tell everyone to show up. We need consistent people showing up. I took the wrong route, didn't I? But it's okay. I can just cut down through. Yeah, I can cut down through here. I think I can. Yeah, I'll just go over here and cut down through. Yeah. What's up, Franz? Welcome in. This is going to be interesting, actually, because I could tip myself over right here. Greetings from Indonesia. Oh my goodness. You might be the first viewer I've ever had from Indonesia, my friend. Thank you so much for stopping in. What time is it over there? How do I actually share this? Can I share this? Oh my goodness. Yep, it is my... Good morning, Scorpy. It is my Twitch affiliate anniversary, 3 years. Thank you so much. Oh, there's a location in SnowRunner set of maps. That'd be pretty sweet, right? Okay, so I think these are going to spawn here in the field, I think. Or are they... Okay, over there. This is going to kind of suck, actually. Not really going to lie here. Soon to be partner? Hey, man, I'm hoping. I really am hoping. Good morning, Bodie. Welcome in. Good afternoon. It's 9 p.m. there. Oh, my goodness, man. It is 8:30 a.m. where I am at. All new American trucks look off, in your opinion? Glad you guys could stop in. Welcome in. Oh, I remember this spot. This is where the infamous, like, freezing axles took place. Oh, dude, this is going to be kind of interesting, actually. Oh, these are kind of low pro, so this actually might work. It's 13:30 here in the UK. Yo, Titans, welcome in. This is gonna be a crazy load. I don't even want to go the way that I'm actually going to go here. I have to put in 5 of these things. Okay, so let's go unpack. I'm gonna put these pipes. Try to pack as many of these in here as I can. I need to get over to the, I think, the farm and drop off all these materials. What's up, Mattia? Welcome in. Okay, I need to think this through. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. I could probably throw these on top of my actual cargo, but I need to plot a good route because this is going to be a very interesting pull through here. This is very topsy-turvy. This right here is just a no-go. This center part here is just filled with mud. I'll probably just be winching myself the whole time. Going back this way actually might not be a bad idea. Actually, yeah, it actually might not be a bad idea just to go right back through here. And then out, hit this road, deliver the, get up here to the farm, deliver that stuff, grab the next materials for the farm, drop that off as well, and then head over here to gas up. I can also catch gas here. Yeah, I think we just go back the way we came kind of after I grab this stuff. Just slowly crawl out of here. This stuff is going to be a little bit mucky. Or yucky, I guess, and then like through here as well, but yeah, I think that's the move. Yeah, hit me with it. Hit me with the verse of the day, Bone. I forgot. Yeah, hit me with it. The northmost road is okay-ish. I just wonder, I think my thing is, Vic, I wonder if I'm going to be able to pull it. Actually, I should probably unpack this. I'm actually going to stay unpacked here, just so I can actually pull this cargo. Because I'm so overloaded. I don't have a super strong engine, as everyone pretty much knows. I just don't want to struggle that much. Mark 4:39. When Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and said to the waves, "Silence, be still." Suddenly the wind stopped and there was a great calm. Well, that's when they were out at sea. That's when they were out at sea and basically a storm came and the disciples kind of like freaked out. That's a good one. I like that. I just actually finished Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, which is my second time reading through those, and then I'm actually on the book of Acts right now, which is like right after like the crucifixion of Christ. So good stuff. It's really, I try to read a little bit at work actually when I can. Let's do this. I probably just have to hold this winch down. Maybe I can just get it. Okay, we're just gonna hold it, I guess. 5070 dog walks this pool. I think the 5070 will crush this pool, yeah. Not this truck though. Give me heavier tires and it will, but not this truck. Which is kind of why I actually enjoy it, but I think we'll be okay now that I downgraded, or I mean I unpacked the cargo, so. Oof. Just don't want to tip this stuff out. You can see, dude, like it is, my engine performance is like probably like 99% right now. Well, not right now, but like legitimately I can see this engine is actually pretty efficient. But the thing is, when you have so much stress on it, it literally will creep up to like 5.1 gallons per minute, like pretty easy. Like right there, I'm pretty close. So it'll get there. It will get there. Yeah, we're just gonna walk this truck all the way back, man. Welcome in, Darkest, by the way. Good to see ya. Okay, don't lean over too much. I know how Saber likes to make this mud like super tippy as soon as you get inside of it. Just not do that. Okay, nice. There it is. You see it tap 5.1 gallons per minute? It probably will right here as I'm climbing out. Let's see. No? Guess not. I was so wrong. Took the long logs and a sideboard. One of those was on the edge of falling out. Oh gosh. You think every off-road truck should have OHDs? Dude, I think I think this. I think if they want to, I've advocated for this for so long, is just giving the American trucks, if you're not going to give them mud tires, which I'm gonna be honest, man, most of the time mud tires are not the better option. I think if you do give American trucks OHD tires, you would literally shrink the gap of performance from Russian trucks to American trucks. But the thing is, like, objectively speaking, like, the RU trucks, like, in natural, like, real life, are much more capable than these. Like, yes, they could probably be retrofitted to I would guess, like, compare. Like, you can always, you know, retrofit a vehicle and add things onto it. But yeah, I think if this truck here, you put OHDs on it, yeah, you would, this thing would change. It would absolutely be a monster. Like, this wouldn't be so much of a struggle pulling, just because the weight of those wheels. You got me in my earbuds? Hey, that's awesome, man. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Every view counts for the road to partner. So I appreciate everyone stopping in, whether or not you're watching, listening. Don't fall off, bro. Just don't fall off. I don't feel like maneuvering my crane right now. Discovered a P512 can have a log crane. Yep, long log add-on. Yes, it can. So can the Brigadier, actually. Which is to be honest, man, no joke. People have been saying I should buy the Brigadier in hard mode, and just for that simple fact right there, is it actually makes it appealing. Because doing something like that is, like, you know, long logs with a log loader, especially if you have to do like sideboard shuffle, it just it makes sense. Instead of having just a dedicated logging crane truck, you know, you have a truck that's gonna, you know, move logs and also load logs, which helps. So then instead of making, like, you know, I don't know, just gives it more purpose. We're moving. Burning gas, but I'm moving. Because the Freight in real life kind of has OHD, the Royal and the Scammel. Yeah, I really think that I agree with the off-road trucks, actually, Matteo. I would say, yeah. I would say, but the thing is, like, honestly, I'm gonna say like that. I think maybe not like the highway trucks. I don't think highway trucks deserve to have OHDs, not gonna lie. Even though essentially the Kenworth W990 essentially has like an OHD, because I'm pretty sure its wheels are 200 kilograms. But I would say the heavy duty and off-road class trucks should all be heavy tires. You bought it in Alaska for long logs, but overall I'm happy with it. Yeah, what is it, like over 100,000 or something like that, like 107,000? I think it's a good purchase. I think it's a good purchase, honestly, but Oh my goodness, bro. Is this real life right now? Okay, I guess we gotta roll with the counterbalance. Okay, now I gotta kind of pull it back in now because I'm gonna tip the other way. Goodness gracious, man. The Brigadier is commonly slept on, yeah. It's actually I think, from what I've heard, it's the worst performing standalone DLC that Saber's produced. Which is actually kind of sad, in my opinion. Yeah, I think highway trucks getting UODs are fair. UOD tires are actually still really good. And even having like a JAT OMD for a highway truck is still a really good thing too as well. So like I don't think highways can be excluded from the OHD list, but man, I'm telling you, if this truck had an OHD option, it would pull probably not as good as the Paystar 5070. I don't think it would be anywhere near that, but it would be pretty close. It'd be pretty close because this truck actually has, I think it has more power to weight than the Paystar 5070, but the 5070 can outpull it just because of those tires. Okay, I need to make it to my next fuel stop here. Thing is, can I make it on 27 gallons? I should be able to on the highway. Dual muds that the Zix have? That might not be bad. I don't know how I feel about the MMDs. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about them. I almost think that the UODs perform better, but the MMDs are definitely wider. But I mean, honestly, wider is good for a lot of trucks, actually. Just for balance. I think a trend within like the American fleet is vehicles are not necessarily great on performance, like economy wise. Like a lot of them are just, they burn a lot of gas, and their stability is not as good as their Russian counterparts. So I think like in my gamer mind, in Austria, you can buy American vehicles. Why? I have no clue. Because I think the only two places that the shop, I guess like the actual truck store is like classified of is like, I think it might be like like the North America, and then also, actually I need to like do something different with this. You know what? You're gonna go back here. They might just consider Austria NA in the shop. I don't know. What's up, Derek? Welcome in. What bells and whistles will I get? I will be able to stream at 8,000 kilobytes a second. So that will basically give better quality streams. I'll get transcoding. That means that even people that want to watch in like 720p and stuff like that, like in downgrade the quality, they can still watch. So sometimes like I don't get transcoding essentially, but you're guaranteed it whenever you're a Twitch partner. What's my thoughts on season 14? Can you elaborate on the task contract quality? I think it's good, man. I really do. I think the only thing I don't like about Season 14 right now is the burning logs contract at the end. I think the farming is toned down, but I think it's a little bit more pleasant, especially with like the vehicles that you get on hand, which is the 2 tractors. So yeah, I think other than that, I actually enjoy it. I think it's a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more focused on your. I think it's a little bit more focused on your balance, a little bit more rock crawling, because like up in those mountains you can kind of get lost a little bit. So, and then there's a lot of rocks, a little bit of drop offs, stuff like that. So you can't get yourself caught up in some crazy little scenarios there. So that's why I think. Overall though, I really enjoy it. I think I've actually enjoyed this one. I would say much more than I thought I would. Yeah, I'll say that. Much more than I thought I would. Do I want to go? I guess I'll go this way. I go the back side, and then we'll just pull through. I'll drop these medium pipes off real quick. And then I need to actually, I'll drop some of this cargo off. I'll go back over this warehouse, grab small pipes, and then I think the next part is I'll grab cement actually from this warehouse too. So 2 cement, 1 small pipe. I'll bring it back, and then we'll have to do that big carrier. So we'll do that too. Transferring me to PC to iPad. Appreciate that, Nan. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. What's my favorite season? If we're talking favorite season outside of the base game, I'm gonna tell you this like straight up, like my favorite I think part of this game is the base game. I think it's just because like starting out feels very nostalgic. I think the base game regions are very well made. I do think there are some areas of the map they could have incorporated more on those things, but I think overall they did a very, very good job of it, of just making those. Other than that, I probably will say British Columbia is my favorite. And that's excluding the vehicles found there. I mean, like just straight up like map quality. I think the person who made that map is actually friends with Max Power, which is a friend of mine who has helped me make videos like when I first started YouTube, and also we collaborated on the mud running tips video. So yeah, and I think Max kind of like influenced his work a little bit, I would say. But I think Season 10's up there. I think after that, I'm probably just going to say the Year 1 maps. The Year 1 maps, I think, are my favorites. Even though the Year 3 maps, while not being crazy hard, I think they were still good. I think Ontario might be the worst of the Year 3 maps. And I think the rest of them are pretty solid. But yeah. They're just not as difficult. Whoa. Whoa. I can't believe I didn't fall over there. That balance, bro. Can I advertise my stream on the SnowRunner Discord? I can. So actually anyone can. Like any of you guys can, actually. If you just... you can put it on... Take the link, put it into self-promotion. Channel, or like if you want to share it to the SnowRunner chat, say, hey, Improv's trying to get Twitch partner, come hang out. Here's the thing, I don't like doing it that much because it's like self-promoting kind of feels icky in a lot of ways to me. It just feels, I feel like I just cringe inside a little bit when I self-promote too much. Like I think it's alright if I do it on my own stream, like while I'm live. But yeah. Sometimes I just feel about it. Oh, that's perfect. I don't even need to use my crane. It's good. That was very close. Something I like about this vehicle is its balance is actually, or I would say its stability is pretty good. And I think also the Jet tires, the Jet wide tires help as well. It's not cringe to say come hang out. Yeah, I guess like it's just my perspective. Like, I guess even when I first started out, like, you know, trying to get people to watch the stream, it was just a very weird thing. Okay, I'm gonna deliver this pipe. We'll drop some of this cargo. Actually, we'll drop most of this cargo right here. I'm actually gonna drop all these soybeans, because this will be basically the area that I kind of cross back over to head over to Foothills to drop this off. I don't say I dislike the trucks that come out of that region. I just think I'm at the point where I'm over just super trucks. But I mean, honestly, one of my favorite vehicles in the game is the Mac Defense, because it's, you know, I guess like it's about time like the Americans got a, you know, a truck that's essentially can rival some of the best vehicles in the game in the off-road class. So the only thing I would change about the Mac is I would actually give it a switchable diff lock. I'd give it a switchable diff, or no, switchable all-wheel drive. Give it a switchable all-wheel drive. Oh, we just almost tipped over. That's all. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But yeah, I love the Mac. But I mean, like, I think people relate like trucks found in a region, and then they associate that with like the quality of that DLC. And I think I more so put value in, I would say, just the DLC map alone. You see what I'm saying? It does drink a little bit, but I would use its multi-purpose gearbox, which is good. The multi-purpose is good. The problem with it is I don't have like a low-high. It only has like the low-low, and I would trade the low-low for the low-high. And it does have fuel on the roof, that's right. Yeah, I would definitely use the multi-purpose gearbox to save fuel, though. That is the move. That is absolutely the move. The only way I would use the off-road gearbox to get that low plus is if it had a switchable all-wheel drive, where I could actually disengage its front wheels and then just fire back diffs at sometimes. What's up, Con? Welcome in. Happy anniversary. Thanks, man. 3 years. 3 years as an affiliate. It's a celebration, but it's also shows how I failed to make partner. But we'll get there someday, maybe, hopefully. Has roughly the same efficiency as a Vorons and Tegas. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much under load, yeah. Has, I would say its stability is very much so very similar to those as well. I think that's what makes it even more appealing is that, yeah, it's hard to tip over the Mac Defense, and it resists tipping over pretty good. Has some awesome stock tires, yeah. Yeah, I like the stock tires. I like the way they look too. That's pretty much what it is. It's like the high range in that gearbox is kind of like a go between the actual high range and the off-road for the multi-purpose. So, yeah, it is kind of a go between. I think it's cement. Let me just check this again. I know small pipes. Small pipes. Cement. It's equal to off-road speed, is it? Okay. Is that looking at the chart? Or is that just looking at the spreadsheet? You want it to be between the off-road and high range? Alright, Bone. See you in a little bit. Yeah, the Mac is not super fast, that's true. And it doesn't, you can't climb through gears as well. Like, there's no way you speedrun in the Mac Defense. Tried it already. Doesn't work. It doesn't have the power weight to just straight up, like, rip through gears and get up high. Yeah, it can get moving quick, but I think the thing is, there's certain spots of different speed runs on contests where you actually, it's actually more advantageous to come out of high gear and clutch bump. So, and if your truck can't push gears, when you clutch bump in those situations, you won't be able to time anything or get any type of like placing. What's up, Jan? Thank you, man. Thanks, man. 3 years Twitch affiliate. Next stop, partner. Mac Defense is multi-purpose, is the only one that has increased fuel consumption on idle. That's interesting. But doesn't it have a lower base consumption than the other gearboxes it has? Small pipes. Okay, now they take this. What am I doing here? Is that also just because it has all-wheel drive engaged too? But it's what, a 10% all-wheel drive penalty? Okay, that's that. Let's go pull this big trailer. Oh, what do I pull this with? Let's see. Oh. Do you guys want to do a poll on what we pull this with? Do I have W in the chat? Is W here to run a poll? But the idle consumption modifier is increased? Okay, gotcha. The P12? Dude, I'm always down to use P12. How about you guys want to do a poll for this? I'll go through what I have. How about that? I'll go through what I have. The Dan? How about this? We'll put the poll up for you guys. Okay? I'm a man of the people, I guess. Somewhat. I'm not that bad of a guy. Let's do this. Manage poll, new poll. So, okay. Coiled, yikes, man. Coiled tube. So P12, I have Dan in here, 96320. What else do I have? Tatra T813. Wait, T813T? You mean, which one are you talking about? You mean T, like the actual T813, or are you talking about the T815 here? I can throw in like 605R in here, I guess. I can throw in the bore. How about bore? And then the old one for 210K. What do you mean the old one? Oh, you mean the T813? All right, y'all got 2 minutes. 2 minutes to vote on the poll. I spelled coiled tube wrong, but by the way, so coiled tube is spelled wrong. Forgive me. It's like this. It's like this. Danny, look at Danny boy. Let's go. Let's go, man. Who wants to see the Dan? You guys have a minute left. One minute left. 45 seconds left on the clock. The P12 is down 5 points, 5 votes. Whoever voted on the board, I love you. The Dan is down 1. Tatra is in the lead. The Dan is back up. It is tied 9-9. Can I get some more votes to break the tie? I know people are holding votes. You guys got like 5 seconds left. Poll is ending. 3, 2, 1. Guess what, guys? Tiebreaker. I cast my vote. Team Dan is going here. A rematch for those two? Okay, I can do a rematch. Let's go manage poll. Rematch. Coiled. Tube. So Dan 96320. Tatra T813. There it is. There it is. Yo, thank you, inmate. Appreciate it. Thank you, Nen. 3-year Twitch anniversary. Twitch affiliate, 3 years. It's crazy. Crazy but sad. Maybe one day I'll get partner here in my I don't have to have another anniversary that just says I have the lowest tier. The lowest tier content creator on Twitch. The Dan is crushing it right now. The Dan is crushing it. My goodness. What in the world? Too big to rig, Colby. That's right, man. No dead voters. No ballot harvesting. We're good to go. Too soon? Is that too soon? Okay, I gotta tone that down, huh? Amazon tablet fail. Seriously. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Dan time. Time to struggle. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Bodhi. That's pretty much correct, my man. Yo, Smokey, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. What's up, Walt? Stop the count. Stop. Oh, man. All right, guys. I'm pretty sure. Stop the yapping. We're doing a vote, my friend. And the vote is closing here in 3, 2, 1. It looks like this is the Dan. Got it. Here we go. Let's go, Dan. 18-7, man. The Dan just crushed the competition. No one wanted to see the plaid? What's going on here, man? Okay, high saddle. Let me see what this routing is. The farm. I wonder if I pull this back this way. I actually am going to. Plaid is too OP. Okay, so here's the thing. I could take this trailer and pull it through here, like I did the P16, but it's just a slog. Do you guys want me to pull the hard way, like literally like winch runner, or kind of just pull it the easier route? What do you guys think? Struggle or just get it done? I mean, it's your stream here. I'm only gonna be live for. Take the safe route, easier route? Okay, that's what we're doing. I don't have to switch out tires then. Actually, maybe if I was gonna go the hard route, I probably would put, I guess, wider tires on it so I don't sink too much. Put like, I don't know, ones that look good. We need the hardest route I can. Got the Dan, there's no struggle. I'm just gonna use this here. Let's switch this color up though. We gotta put our color for the theme, the truck theme. High saddle. Let's make sure it's high saddle. Go back to the garage real quick, just make sure this is high saddle, because of course I don't really pay attention. Was the Fleet Star on the truck choices? No, it wasn't. High saddle's on. Cool, let's go. So you only use the Dan. I think it is probably one of the best candidates for the multi-purpose. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually a pretty good assumption. Its stability is incredible, and whenever you add the multi-purpose on vehicles, it just makes them crazy unstable. And for the Dan, it handles it really well. Except it's stupid front heavy, which is why adding weight to its axles is a great thing to do. Well, the thing is, the Dan, I think it's actually the lightest vehicle of the 9 or 10 vehicles that actually share its engine. So its power to weight is really strong. Its fuel consumption is great because the multi-purpose, or not the multi-purpose, the advanced special. That is not a good thing. Wow, half my suspension is gone. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Not fun. Yeah, just death to my suspension. Do I want to go through here? Maybe we will go through here. This is going to be interesting, actually, when I go through here. We might actually get stuck there, not going to lie. To the farm? Farm. And booyah. Okay, active suspension is up. Okay, can I get around this truck? Nope, can't get the turn in. Crazy power, bro. Dude, that's why you gotta run it with a trailer. Load up its back axles, man. We're gonna go this way. I'm probably gonna struggle here. Actually, well, this could be interesting, but this thing is just ripping. We're gonna catch, though. I'm gonna slow down because I know I'm gonna smash my suspension right here, so. She might be ugly, but she moves, buddy. I'm gonna get caught here. If I don't get caught here, this is insane. I didn't get caught. Oh my goodness. That is craziness. You really like how the Dan looks? A lot of people really hate it. Look, we just punched high and it actually just ripped right into high. I do have to slow down here. Too much wheel spin. How did that not tip? Dude, the Dan is... I'm telling you, the Dan is something else. It's something else. People have slept on this vehicle for so long. It's not until like 2023 that people started noticing like the Dan is actually a huge sleeper. The Dan is just boring. It's too good. I think honestly, man, if you... Here's a crazy thing, is the Dan has a low saddle. Okay, no crane, but it has a low saddle. But it does low saddle very, very well. This is the first time I've gotten stuck, actually. Where did I get stuck? Where did I get stuck? Is it bottomed out? Yeah, it's bottomed out. Same engine as 605R, same engine as the Kolob, same engine as... Oh gosh, there's 9 other vehicles, same engine as the Azov, Antarctic. I think even the Tatras. Tatra Force, Tatra T813. I believe it's the lightest vehicle of all those vehicles that that share that same engine. So I think that's why it does so well. I mean, it's still decently heavy. Okay, this actually might be actually a tough part because I need to swing this trailer wide. So I'll do this. This trailer needs to swing wide here as I like cross this enclosure or whatever, this little drop off here. Yes, like that. Then we move. How's the grind on Twitch going? Honestly, burning, I don't know. I don't think super good, to be honest. I need to get a crazy amount of viewers. I need to be able to maintain an average of 75 viewers on a stream. And my best, honestly, my best so far has been, I think I hit like 72 whenever I was streaming like Michigan hard mode starting out. So that was where I've hit my highest there. This thing is craziness. Yeah, the Thatcher backbone's nice to watch. Absolutely. All right. The turning radius on the T813, yeah. Yo, my colors actually kind of match. You know what I'm saying? Kind of. Red, orange, almost. Close. Ooh, 90 seconds ads. The 10-wheel Paystar? Yes, it is, yeah. Yeah, it does eat rocks, yeah. I think that's actually a reason why it's so stable, is its suspension is just so nice. It's like a caterpillar, man. It's like watching a caterpillar like just crawl over stuff. Like a slinky almost. I think a lot of people take that shortcut with this to get around this area right here, but I think I'm going to chance it. I think we chance this gap right here. I think last time we did it without having issues, but who knows what happens this time. I think that's a shortcut too. Yep. Am I stuck? Oh, I am stuck. I went too close. That's why. What just transpired? Am I, like, not able to get this? No, Danny. I have to back up now? There we go. Okay, now. There we go. Nice. Just getting stuck. That's all. Thanks, Tommy. Appreciate it, man. Good to see you. Welcome in. Whoop. My goodness, dude. A whole hour has passed and I've only done one mission. This is craziness. I mean, I knew progress would slow down from contracts, but we did spend a good bit of time electing the truck for usage here, so there is that. All right, so what is everyone's favorite music on each region? Or from the game, I would say. Favorite regional music. Swing this wide. The most used sentence by SnowRunner players? I know, right? Definitely Michigan. Michigan is pretty good, I gotta say. Scandinavia. I like Scandinavia, actually. You listen to Spotify? Your ears turned off ever since Michigan? Really? Michigan or cola? Oh no, am I stuck? No, come on. Not Dan. Not Daniel. Come on, Daniel. Cola? Hard to argue Michigan for the nostalgic SnowRunner, yeah. Get you contemplating life. Michigan, Scandinavia for you. I never realized each region had different tunes. Yeah, they do. You always play your own music? Yeah, they have like their own tunes. I usually have my music turned up, actually. Whoa! I think that's something I really enjoyed about this game when I first started. Was the music was like very chill. So it like fostered in like a, hey, you don't have to get things like crazy fast done. Like, you can just take your time, you know, chill, relax, even though it can be all chill until it's not, right? Yo, Geico, thank you so much, man. Appreciate that. We're trying to push to get Twitch partner. So 3 years affiliate. I'd like to have, next year, I'd like to have a Twitch partner. So that's the goal. You're dreading continuing North Carolina. It's not hard so far, but Everything is so far away? Yes, it is. You were upset when Scandinavia came out? No Volvo, no Scania. Honestly, man, join the rest of us because they've brought out a lot of maps and not given us trucks from regional maps. So it's really not been a thing, to be quite honest. Like, think about it, like Maine. look at Maine. You're getting the 6455B in the United States region. Like, see what I'm saying? It really has. I mean, like Kola Peninsula, you're getting it, or Ford F750, and like the list kind of goes on. So they really haven't. Yeah, the list goes on. It's just there. Yeah, I understand though. Should I do soybeans, or should I start this farming thing? I almost want to just do the soybeans right now. The rural market, farm storehouse. I could probably. I haven't done this stuff yet though, but I could kind of elude this, which I could do. I don't have gas over here though, other than this right here. But yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I have my materials anyways. Let's do it. Could be a licensing issue. I think so. I think most of it is. Yeah. And I don't think they're necessarily focused on bringing out trucks from a region that they put out, like DLC wise. I just don't think that's really something they try to like put at the forefront of, like, authenticity. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's something they focus on. Oh, you know what? I probably need to go over and get gas before I head down. Maybe I can hit the other gateway and get gas. A year of just scouts and tractors. Dude, I think I've been putting out so many videos, so many streams about not having more scouts in the game, and we just keep getting them. We just keep getting them. I even believe, like, Isorokin even said that we were only getting one more, and I think it just, yeah, we just kept getting them. Basically, it's just become the SnowRunner has become giant trucks and scouts, and that's what has dominated. Which way do I want to head out here? I need to get gas, so I need to touch there, or because I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it unless I go down here, then I come through. So I could actually make this loop, touch gas here, and then head out, and then up this way, or I could go straight across, come down here, touch gas, maybe go through that gateway actually. Yeah, actually that might be a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. That's actually a better idea. Here, here, here. Yep. Yep. Actually, we'll go like this, because I know I always like botch this turn. Here, and then gateway. Lots of different trucks to choose from. That's true, but I think we want to play something new that's not overpowered. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, playing new things is great, but playing new things that are just crazy overpowered is not necessarily a fun thing for me personally. But hey, to each his own. And don't choose an OP vehicle. That's the problem, is like that's usually the argument I get from people is, well, don't choose an OP vehicle. It's like, I don't. I don't, but the thing is, like, all the un-OP vehicles that are pretty much like OGs in the game, you guys see me playing them non-stop. The thing is, like, I want to play something else. Like, I can rip out and play those trucks non-stop and play them, but, like, I have crazy high time in them. So when something new comes out and it's stupid strong, it's like, no, I don't want to play that. So then I'm back to just playing the same old trucks I've been playing for forever. See what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like my argument. This thing is actually stuck. What's up, Nurga? Welcome in. Thanks on the 3-year anniversary. Thanks, man. Appreciate that, Nurga. Welcome in, man. Why aren't I hauling the coiled tubing with the Dan? Because we already completed it. Yeah, we already got it there. That haul is over. Moved on. I'm a player with a lot of hours in the game. I guess so, but then again, it just kind of shows that they're just catering to, I guess, like, why, honestly, like, why make a hard map if you're just going to make a vehicle that's just going to crush it? Like, you're not even introducing any type of difficulty if you're just going to hold. Like, what type of game is fun that you just hold the gas trigger and just crush things? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, there's mods for that. I think, personally, like, because I'm not really motivated by money, to be honest, like, especially when it comes to gaming. If I was Saber, I would push out, like, decent vehicles, and if people complain, like, it's a hard game. Like, I would literally say, like, in the starting screen of the game, this game is intended to challenge you. If you do not like challenges, do not play it. That's essentially how I would just take it. And I think what we do is they just throw trucks at people because I think folks just rather have a truck do the work for them than actually, I guess, get better. I'm gonna say get better. I'm just gonna drop that. Like, usually when you like doing something, like, you want to get better at it, right? So if I like video games, I'm gonna probably, or if I like playing like World of Warcraft or like World of Warships, or pretty much any game I play, usually I try to get good at it. Because if I'm not good at it, it's not fun, right? Because if you just keep flipping yourself over and over and over and over again, and you just blame it on the truck nonstop, like, to me that doesn't sound right. I think you're right. Yeah, they create trucks that what sells. You're totally right. It's a marketing thing. It's totally and it's valid. I mean, you think about it, like, as a company, your goal is to make money, right? So if they found what has been making money, which has been basically the year 3 pass has sold really well, which basically brought on the year 4 pass. So they did something right there in the eyes of the consumers by large. So that's why they continue with the year 4 pass. I mean, there's a vast majority of people who essentially don't like the year 1 pass maps because they think they're too hard. That's why literally my whole platform has become, how do I say this? Or I'm gonna say I've become a gatekeeper. Yeah, I guess so, but then you have to live with yourself that you have to force close. And then literally it's like, here's the thing is like, you can just keep doing the same things over and over and get the same, and get, yeah, and expect a different result, which is insanity. Like, you're gonna just keep throwing yourself at this game, keep flipping yourself over and keep Alt F4ing, keep coming back in and doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Or you can just say, hey, how about we decide to actually understand how to keep my truck on its wheels so I don't have to Alt F4 this. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe just take accountability, like, hey, I made a mistake, I have to fix it. I mean, isn't that part of this game, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. Is this a more? Have I just showed up to a more? Are you kidding, bro?
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way.
Dude, hold on a second. Hold on a second here. Are we kidding right now?
Wow. Wow. What
What a
hole.
lip.
What a hole.
You're telling me that right there just deleted my whole truck? Like, what? What?
2 hours later.
Unreal. Okay. Is my gas tank leaking? It is. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna be out of gas too. No way, dude. No way. Game is hard. Why don't you figure out how to make out? Are you mistaken? Instead of blaming the game, we try to understand the game works. I'm not. What are you saying? What are you saying? Or are you just mocking me? Just buy the base game. Yeah, exactly. I think that's good logic. Okay, crap. I need to do something. I need to actually get some support over there like ASAP, bro. I think it has to be this. I think it has to be the Atom. I mean, of course I'm gonna walk the yeah, I'm gonna walk the walk here, bud. Of course, guys. Ugh. All right, Vlad. You don't need to say that, my man. Let's be nice here. Let's keep the language here at a minimum as well. There's no need to attack somebody for their use. We only encourage. We only encourage folks. What's up, Urcoup? Welcome in, man. You've came in time for the fiasco of me just deleting my suspension in the and all my fuel tank is just ruptured, gone, dunzo. When you think you're fine, but you're not. Well, I gotta watch this. Double clip. Fix it. I mean, isn't that part of this game, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, bro. Is this a more? Have I just deleted my suspension? A tire? Are you kidding, bro?
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I
Yo, that crushed me. Biggest reason for completing Cola was the F-750. I mean, it's a good truck to get for sure. Yeah, dude, that honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I should have known to slow down much more there from prior experience. So, but I honestly did not hit that. I didn't even hit that at speed. That was pretty slow. Like I've made it across there at that speed before, and it hasn't busted my suspension, which is just it's totally odd. You would Alt F4 in that case. It's tempting. Like that right there is unreal. Overload punishment? Maybe. Could be Walt. Maybe because like the suspension was compressed in the front. It could be a thing. Dude, Gandalf. The Gandalf dock. Try a rocket booster. It's funny, man. It's so funny. Well, I guess at least I'll just repair him to full. Go get a tanker here, or a repair truck. My first repair truck. If I can turn. Oh joy. Watch, I'm going to go up this ramp again with this truck and just completely decimate my vehicle as well. Slow rollin'. You know, this actually looks like an Azov, like the 64131, like similar. Kind of inside. Especially like the steering wheel-ish. Appreciate the lurk. Bone. As long as the trailer doesn't break. Oh gosh. Come on, man. Come on, we don't need that. We need the trailer to work. I'm gonna pull this trailer over because I'm actually gonna take all these through. You notice the GMC is kind of a capable truck even for medium logs in Michigan? Yeah. Oh, wait. I'm going the wrong way. What am I doing? I could go this way anyways, but I need to go to the dock. What am I doing, dude? Gotta flip around here. I don't know why I think I was going down that way. Let's make this turn here. Let's try to like flip through here without flipping. Go ahead, man. Drop the verse of the day. Mark 4:34. When Jesus woke up, he rebuked the wind and said to the waves, "Be silent, be still." Suddenly the wind stopped and there was a great calm. Fleet Star would have cleared that bump with no damage. You already quoted this part, bro? Yeah, I told him to quote it again. Alright, the right way now. Yep, slow and steady. To the rescue. My truck is going to be out of gas. Maybe the game doesn't continue to drain if I'm not on the same map. We'll see, though. That's kind of that'd be a very, very fortunate thing. I agree, Bone. Yeah. Honestly, man, I used to do a lot of like. Honestly, I used to do a lot of sharing, back when I started like season 4 hard mode, and even like season 5, 6, and stuff like that. But I kind of got away from it a little bit, which. I mean, yesterday I talked about, you know, something I believe God put on my heart. Actually, I was driving home from the gym before we started stream, actually, which was really opened my eyes. As long as you're 50 meters away, it doesn't drain? Really? That's legit. That's legit. I like it. Now, I could have probably just taken this truck with its repair points and its roof rack and repaired that vehicle over there. But I hate going to the resupply point to fill up all this stuff, especially at the end. Physics are active around a certain radius to your truck. Yeah, I think that's also like with like trailers and trucks in a certain location. Like I think the terrain doesn't reset like a certain radius. I know someone said it was like a 120 meter radius or something like that. Yeah, I don't remember the actual number. I don't remember it either. Teleport away. Like a watch kettle never boils. Yeah. Yeah. I would just like to get at least 2 missions done today, you know what I'm saying? Just 2. It does kind of feel like Jurassic Park, right? They're huge, man. They like light up the whole night around you. I wonder if this breaks your stuff too, coming up this lip. Pow, 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 pow. Watch. Season 16 dinosaurs, yeah. Doesn't Saber make Jurassic World though too? What if they did something like that? Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh my. Repair. Not that. That. Ooh, look. Look how nice. What? My tires are like morphed through the surface. Unreal. What do I think about Farming Sim? Honestly, I haven't played it. I know there's a ton of people watching it. I know it's the hottest thing on Twitch right now. And it would I'm not gonna lie, it probably would be advantageous for me to play it. So I think the viewership would be pretty high. Not gonna lie, probably would be very high. But I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about just farming. Okay, I'm scared now. I'm scared of this stuff. My truck was one with the terrain? Probably, I don't know. Seemed weird. After SnowRunner, you found Farm Sim very boring. So, like, the thing is, like, I know people who feel like SnowRunner is boring. I'm not one of them. But, like, I understand that this could be probably too slow paced, like, too much of a slow burn. And I just can't see the appeal of Farm Sim. I just can't see it. But, I mean, like, crazily enough, like, if you look at the Farm Sim channel right now, it's probably, like, it's probably crushing the SnowRunner viewership channel. Or just viewership in general, just because it's new. But I mean, Farm Sim, the crazy thing is that there's actually a lot of people that used to watch Farm Sim 22. I mean, that's like a strategy, right? Is, you know, play things that are new that come out and, you know, people come to watch it because it's new. But I just can't bring myself to do it, man. I don't care about the viewership that much. Just can't do it. I couldn't even fake it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't even fake it. I could see right through the faking of enjoying it, and I just don't think I could. You would play Farm Sim 22 like it was a full-time job, burned out. Oh. I mean, those who like it, man, I mean, more power to you. Just, it's kind of like Expeditions, man. I can't bring myself to play that game again. Totally different genre of game, totally different scenario, but just can't do it. You don't think it's worth 60 euro? It's 60 euro? 30 to 40 euro, you'll buy it? That seems more manageable, yeah. I think Sparks plays it. And honestly, like, his viewership is like times 10 since he started playing it, not gonna lie. So I mean, it makes sense. I think he had like 2,500 people watching him yesterday, which is insane. I just deleted those things? Are you kidding me? I just alt F4'd that stuff. Oh, what an idiot. So I had the same issues as me. What you gonna play? You found SnowRunner, really enjoy it. So the thing is, like, I'm okay with playing, like, I want to get back into playing like World of Warcraft.
This is the worst.
I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to read Juice's comment there. Streamer issues. Okay, let's see if did it save or am I good? So the thing is, like, I want to play like World of Warcraft again on stream. I do want to play like World of Warships on stream. Smart brain moment, yeah, man, I had those all the time. All the time. Yeah. So I mean, like, there's no way I could do that. Oh. Oh, cool. It got me back. Aha. Sweet. I didn't delete my cargo. Wait, didn't I just say that about doing that is not good? What is going on, bro? Oh, you see this? The truck is like in the ground. Man, they gotta take a look at that. They gotta take a look at that stuff, man, because that's not right. Okay, this time we won't delete it, okay? It is so busted. Do you see how far it is down on the right side? That is craziness. I'm surprised it hasn't been fixed, actually. Yeah, the lip becomes larger, essentially, yeah. I'm really surprised that hasn't been fixed. Yeah, I think I should report that, actually. But I can guarantee you it's been reported multiple times. Yeah, I think it's even more pronounced on the right side of that ramp. Like it kind of tapers up at like where the Freightliner was, but like where the Azov Atom was there on all the right hand side, it was even worse. Like it didn't really like taper up. Like my bumper was hitting it. That's pretty big, pretty substantial. Come on, freight, let's go. I wonder if Saber did that on purpose to just kind of say, here you go, guys. Have fun. Kind of like the concrete slabs in Urska, Cosmo, stuff like that. Pretty much everywhere they have concrete slabs and more. It's a trap. That's actually a one I should get. A blurb. Or like a Dr. Evil. How about no, Scott? Or maybe I should get the Gandalf, like, you shall not pass. Actually, that's actually a really good one I didn't think about. $1 billion. Okay, here we're going to delete the cargo again, guys. You ready? The trailers, the concrete slabs at the trailer store. Dawn. Yes, that's another one. Yeah. That is another one. Yes. It's a trap. Which way should I head here? Probably back down here. up here. I probably need to get gas. I don't know why I didn't get gas at the first spot here, but I can go back to the Atom real quick and do something. Let's do this so I don't actually like blow my suspension out getting up here. That's a good one too, yeah, from Back to the Future. Scott, don't! How about no, Scott? I'm charging you guys 200% is highway robbery? Well, here's the thing, Urkoop. If I don't do that, if I don't make those that much, people will just abuse them and spam non-stop. That is the only reason they're high like that. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this here. Like this. This is fine. I don't really care how it's oriented. We're fine. That's why I increased those. How about 750? Can we meet in the middle? I will consider it. I'll consider it, yeah. We would never? I'll consider it. Likely story. What's up, Mr. Killywiggles? Welcome in. That was a preemptive shush. Just know they have a whole bag of shush, yeah, with your name on it. Yep. Dude, I might actually... I'm gonna have to look up the blurbs for that. But that might actually happen. That'd be a good... I think that'd be good to add. What's up, Doc? Welcome in, man. Good morning. Might as well just pre-ship this stuff now. Are you paying something for blurb? I'm not, no. I'm not, no. I think they're free. I have gotten complaints on YouTube. People say like it's like disruptive, but like whatever. I don't care. Like it's a stream VOD. It's not that like I'm you know, like producing a video, like an edited video, and you know those are going off. This is kind of the reason I think Twitch is better than YouTube as well. Like I can put blurbs on here. Like you have Twitch, you have points. Like we can do votes, stuff like that. Like you really can't do stuff like that on YouTube. You know what I mean? It's just not. You really can't. So those silly people on YouTube, huh? Yo, if you guys are watching on YouTube, come hang out on the Twitch stream. We would love to have you. What am I doing? What are you doing here? Shock. And there's not a lot of people that actually say that, but I have gotten. They're like, "Why? What are those sounds? Like, why do you have those on your video?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a stream. Like, we allow people to kind of like interact, have fun, like react basically whenever I do something stupid, which is pretty often." Yeah, I think overall, I don't know, I think you guys like them, right? You guys like the blurbs? Disruptive for people trying to fall asleep. Pretty much, yeah, that's, Eric, that's just true. I do have folks who essentially have said, like, I watch your stream when I fall asleep. If that, so, I guess my content has some value, like Bob Ross value, which really, there was like an inside joke, which is why I started, like, the titles are called The Joy of SnowRunner, which is, yeah. It's basically making fun of myself, because people say I'm boring to listen to. So yeah, that's kind of what it is. I should make them less expensive in Twitch points. Yeah, I think that's what Urkoop was saying. I might bring them down to 750. They used to be 500 actually. However, if you are subscribed to the channel in any way, Twitch subs are free, you actually earn more points. Is there any from Will Ferrell's scene when you play WoW? What's up, hairy legs? I don't know. When I play WoW and stand in the fire? No, I'll have to look for that one. Yeah, I do like allowing guys to interact. Nateflation is real. What's it called? Nateonomics? Provonomics? So no reason to not have a cam on? I need a better camera. I'm not gonna lie, I need a better camera. Juice. Which is why I don't have my camera on all the time. You're subscribed here on YouTube? Appreciate it. Is that... Actually, is this... No, it's an actual contract. Sounds like an excuse. Well, I mean, honestly, man, like, the camera, when it's on, is so bad that it's, like, pixelated. Like... That's why. But I mean, I could start streaming with the camera. I do have a wish list, and I think the camera is actually on the wish list. But it's kind of crazy. Wow, 31,000. Wow, what a payout. Alright guys, I think I have to actually go to get the Ankatra. Big cargo to the castle. Actually, I can do this now. Yeah, let's do this now. At capacity, nope. Solar wind, nope. Not gonna mess around with this right now. Do secrets of the castle. Every time I think I'm close to redeeming, it keeps getting more expensive. Wait, which one? Which one, Eric? All of them? Alright guys, I will reduce them to 750. I need to get back. I need to bypass this, even though I probably should just get this thing opened up, but I'll bypass it for now.
We did it! We did it! We did it! We did it!
You know, I cater to you guys way too much, bro. I am way too kind. Way too kind. Or am I? Or am I mean? You were half expecting farming sim? What's up, Zing? What's up, dude?
Really?
Thanks, Orn. I appreciate that, man. Where do you find these? The blurbs? You can redeem them as channel points. Righty then. Yes, I'm becoming less mean. I hope so. Wait. I was considered mean before? Is this a thing? What are channel points? Doc, wait, you don't... Doc, you might have crazy amounts of channel points.
Hours later.
channel points are something you earn by watching the stream. And then you can redeem those channel points for like things that people are posting right now, like those blurbs. You guess I never said you were mean? Okay, good. Good. I hope I'm not a mean guy. Try not to be. I think I'm okay with being confrontational, but hopefully I'm not mean. Urcoop, I guess. You don't know where to find him? I can show you. I can show you, actually. Oh, this is great. We can actually watch my own stream. Guys. Stream? I'm watching my own stream. Check this out. So, here's what you do. See where my mouse is? You go down here. I think it's channel points. This is bits and channel points. You click on this. Scroll down. Here's all these rewards for channel points. These are free. If you watch the stream, you have these down your right-hand corner of your screen. Mine say infinite because, well, it's my channel. And then there's other things with like bits. These actually cost money. So yeah, don't use those. But yeah, that's essentially how you use those. I'll always be considered mean if I go against somebody else's point of view. Pretty much, Nurga, pretty much. It's hard for someone to think a disagreement can just be tasteful nowadays. Nateception. I have greater than 75 views. You don't need to watch yourself boost numbers. I know, right? That's the thing, man. We need 75 average viewers for, I think it's like a month actually of streaming. It's a crazy thing. Special. We go. The crazy thing, man, another thing about that is they actually say they do consider, we got 80 right now. Nice. Okay, let's check this out. Go slow. Okay, how come it's okay now? Maybe it's just because like zoning in does something crazy. But the whole partner thing, it said they consider your other like platforms that have followings. So like when I link my YouTube channel, basically like it just has no effect. So I basically have to just do it all through Twitch. Okay, let's do this. Where's the castle? Oh, that's a pretty sweet move, actually. Pretty sweet haul. Right up through here. Boom. Boom. Right by the photo shoot. Here. And then up to the castle. Alright, let's see if I can not blow out my suspension. Okay, no suspension damage. Okay. It's pretty sad that I have to do this now. Oh, you found it, Doc? The green button with a box? Yeah. I think it might be different on everyone's screen. Okay, I'm gonna top off here real quick. Nope, not that. Wow, he's almost out of fuel. Or he's getting close. Unless you're colorblind. You have 47k? Dude, that's pretty good, man. Just keep banking them, bro. The Prime sub is helping. 34k, 840, 14. How many streams are left for Austria? We're at 50% right now, Jan. Tomorrow...
I declare bankruptcy!
Tomorrow, Jan, I'm probably going to make a lot of progress. I know you're wanting to see the Alaska stream, which I'm wanting to play that, to be honest. But 50% right now. I'm going to try and make a big push tomorrow in hard mode here. My goal is to try to get to 65% tomorrow. 65 or maybe 70% tomorrow. That's kind of like my goal. Yeah, it's honestly the reason. I mean, the crazy thing is, like, I haven't busted out a lot of like different prime movers other than like this, so that's kind of like a huge indicator that I'm just trying to finish this out. Like, usually I'm like in hard mode in other maps, like you guys will see I'm pulling out different trucks and saying like, hey, what should we use? Let's do this, just to kind of like extend the play a little bit. But I really do want to start Alaska. Okay, guys, listen. I'm going to reduce the blurbs back to 750. Actually, they'll go to 750. I'll meet you guys halfway. All right? Does that sound good? When I get off stream today, I will promptly change that. It's like stealing candy from a child, Nate. Oh my goodness. Urkup, you have a way of you're like the king of guilt trip, my dude. You're like the king of guilt tripping. Oh, it works too. That's the sad thing. You scouted reactive zone last night? Nice, dude. Reactive zone's a good place to scout, actually. I like running up in those mountains and kind of like hitting those trails. Absolutely criminal. I honestly, in some channels I watch, I have like over 200,000 points. Ooh, look at that balance, baby. Oh, nice. Let's go. I almost flung the crane. We almost flung the crane. Don't worry, Ace. If you have Amazon Prime, you can use an Amazon Prime sub. And then you, having a subscription, I think you gain like 20% more points. Which is actually really cool. But yeah, just hang around the chat. Hit that green button, because actually the green button, guys, gives you like a bonus 50 every time it comes up. So make sure when you see that green button at the bottom by your chat typing, I guess, box, if you hit that, you'll get like 50 points whenever it illuminates. You do have Prime, so if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your Amazon Prime account, link it to your Twitch account, and you can subscribe to this channel here via Amazon Prime, and it's free for you. You will not have ads, and you'll gain more channel points. I think it's a win-win. I have Amazon Prime as well. I use mine all the time. I could tip over here, actually. Maybe not. Yeah, we're good. Streamers can tune the multiplier for channel points. I think, can I? I don't know. I don't know if I can tune that. What's up, Cyrax? Welcome in. Yeah, there's no ads. If you are subscribed to this channel with any type of subscription, I think Amazon Prime is wonderful, honestly. I use mine every month. You only get one of them a month, and it's only for one channel that you choose. So for me, I usually support a Resident Evil 2 speedrunner who he honestly he's brilliant. He helps me a lot with like stream stuff. And I've been streaming to or Amazon Prime subbing to him for pretty much like 15 months now. So he's absolutely awesome. How good is the Fem? The Fem's balance is actually good. The only time it's bad is when you're going fast through terrain and you slam your nose, and like basically like your momentum and the jackknifing of your cab and your truck kind of just don't work right. I've kind of showed that on the review, but overall its balance is superb actually. If you look at the game files, its balance is really good. So objectively the Fem stability is actually really good. It could have been free, Doc. Yes, you can use your Prime sub anytime. If you have Amazon Prime, you just link it to your account. I literally did that to mine. And then like every month you can check to see when you have another Prime sub, and then you can use it on any streamer that you want. You can only use one Prime sub on one streamer per month. So yeah, whoever's your favorite streamer, you can sub to them, and then you have no ads when you're watching them. It's really cool. What does that make it? 52% now. Oh, we're moving up, guys. Moving on up. Curtain side. Solar wind. Spare parts, solar panels. Do I have solar panels up here? Is this what this is? No. I think solar panels come from somewhere else. I think I actually have to, I'm forced to farm. Unless seasonal work now. Zuckerberg Castle. Yeah, I think it's time to farm. Your Prime's already linked and I didn't know that? Yeah. So if it's linked, you can subscribe to anybody you want via Prime. You only get one of them a month, so just be cognizant of that. Yeah, I mean it's cool, man, like cuz I think Twitch is owned by Amazon. So, yeah. You know, Daddy Bezos allows you to, you know, not watch ads on one channel. I wish he would allow you to do that with like multiple channels, you know what I'm saying? Or like 3 or 4. I would love that. It's the same as Amazon as e-shopping site? I don't know, maybe. Thanks, Arcoop. I appreciate that, bro. Yep, if you shop at Amazon, it's a yearly subscription for free, basically, yeah. Amazon Prime Gaming, yes. What isn't owned by Amazon? You just finished Wisconsin, love the part, one of those challenges where you have to jump over the gap. Yeah, that's a pretty sweet one, P4. I like that one a lot. Daddy Bezos, yeah. I forget, some streamer I watch calls him Daddy Bezos when he talks about Prime subs, so I just kind of picked it up. I deliver the Ankatra to the farm. I'm trying to think here what I should use for this. Deliver the service scout trailer to the farm. Repair the Ankatra. This means I technically could just use the Kenny, come back here, hook up a trailer, go pull this thing out, repair him. I don't know where this trailer's somewhere else, but I could just do this. Because my Kenny is going to be relocated back to this farm for fuel, but I could just use him instead of just busting out a whole new asset. Maybe we just do that. How much time do I have? I probably can rip this out in 30 minutes. Maybe? Trying to think here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll do this. Where's the BM-17? The Ankatra is one of the tractors, yes. Actually, let me just back you up. get you out of the way. Okay, I'll go grab a trailer with him. Or a repair trailer, another repair trailer. And I'll just kind of like meet my Kenny over there. Moving on up. Let's go. I just think the Kenny will take way too long to come back here to the garage, like, get whipped around. I think so too. I like the Ankatra a lot. Futon is just very big. I think if you're going to farm a field multiple times, I kind of said this on the review, there comes a time where the field gets so ripped up that the Ankatra will actually struggle. Like, you're going to see, I think, I don't know, maybe not on this episode, but I'm sure anyone who's played Season 14 on your first endeavor with farming using the Ankatra, like, it gets stuck in that field that's super muddy. And I don't know if it'll actually get stuck in like Season 8, but like if you plan on doing like multiple farming sets for like bulk loading on Season 8, I think after you tear the field up so much, I mean, even using the K700, it would slow down a lot. So like the Ankatra, you would feel that. White Western Star or 47X? I'm gonna say that if you, I don't know. I'm gonna say the NF 1430. Yeah, I'm gonna say NF 1430. I'll roll with the 1430. Oh, with mediums over the White Western, but White Western's still good. I just think sometimes White Western's stable. Don't get me wrong; it's a stable truck, but like with that heavy of a load, its frame is not crazy rigid, which is a good thing, but like also those logs, like you making a turn and your front tires biting in and you get that log sway, something that can happen is like the logs will sway so much that you'll feel like you're gonna fall over, so then you turn like back the other way and then you start this violent motion of like your cradle is swinging left and swinging right and you're trying to catch your balance. Yeah, but they're both viable options, I'll say that. Both very, very viable options. I don't think you can really go wrong with either. The K700 and Mudrunner was great. Perfect Tractor's the New Holland T8. And the Ankatra is similar to it. I need to look that up. Moving on up. You know, I should have done in like foresight here. I should have just bought one of these trailers whenever I went and got the Kenny. You flipped it multiple times? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like if you don't feel comfortable with it, I mean, also there's a huge factor. It's how comfortable are you with that vehicle? For me, I loved it. Okay, let's go repair this. Wait, he's taking him to the farm? I feel like, isn't this the farm? Guess not. Yeah, it has OHDs, yep. They're 44-inch OHDs, but they are OHDs. You never used it? Honestly, I like using it a lot. I probably should break it out here and use it on this map. Maybe I will in like next stream. I'll break out a new prime mover and we'll just run it. So not having a diff lock with it, so yeah, you can't really control its wheel speed. But usually you just leave it in first gear to force power to its wheels, or you just push low plus. So like actually just force power to its wheels whenever you don't have diff lock. That's like kind of like the go around. It's either auto, high, low plus. And that's pretty where I operate, but like what you could do is, even if you are in low plus or auto, you could feather the throttle, because you're going to have enough power. You would just essentially have to feather the throttle to adjust like your speed when you're trying to like fine tune like terrain you're going over. If that makes sense. Okay, let's roll. Let's go get this thing. Oh, Kenworth. Oh, I should have made him orange. I forgot. Breaking rules. Breaking rules. Look at that burn value, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lednor. 5 gifted subs. To Captain Dave. Eternal Ethernet. Viking Wolf. Laro Cup. And Hawk Eric. Lednor, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the happy anniversary. Thank you so much. Seriously, thank you. I think the White Western Star will surprise you. I think it'll surprise you. How big is the Kenny for a refueler? It's huge. Yeah, I mean, 740 gallons in this tank. You got 34 in its roof rack, and then you have 135 in its actual tank. So it's huge. Yo, don't sleep on the P12 as a medium log hauler. Not gonna lie. If Raindrops is here, we did a little co-op. It was a couple months ago actually when I opened up a co-op session, and the P12 handled some medium logs relatively well in Urska, traversing down south toward the gateway of NAI and down, so it's another good one. How do I like it for this role? I love it. I love it for this role, actually, Doc. I just love that it has a crazy huge tank. Honestly, that's what I really like, is the tank value. I mean, you can see it's definitely kind of like a lumbering, slow beast, like in this configuration, but I'm okay with it. I'm bottomed out. That's what it is. I am bottomed out. Just underpowered? Yeah, I would just either throw chains on it or throw the all-terrain tires and you'll be fine. I have to take a picture. I haven't taken a picture today. Yikes. Wow, wow. This truck is huge, dude. Like, it is massive. It's like a P12 XL. Kenworth 9.6 Trace. Those are definitely not mud tires. Honestly, I would actually use these tires over the mud tire option. P12 is XL by design, yeah. Yeah, I would use these tires as an option over the mud tires. If you use, here's the thing is, like, if you use the mud tires, you're gonna have the infamous, you'll probably have the infamous complaint that this truck just doesn't have enough power. And that's what's gonna really happen. Is you're gonna freeze axles. You can see, like, it's having trouble turning axles right now, even in this, like, down here. So if you have a super grippy tire, it's gonna be meh. I'm gonna back up and just see if I can grab him. But I mean, also, I am carrying a crazy heavy fuel tanker right now. Get over here. But yeah, we showed that on a previous video about just using the custom tires here instead of a very strong mud tire. Honestly, I think this truck looks better with these tires, not gonna lie. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. Crawling over this. How is this gonna be done? Maybe it can be. Wow. Okay. You are surprising me, Kenworth. Maybe not. Oh, this is good. This is good. This is rich. Same redneck. I'm with you on that, man. Same. I kind of wish, actually, I wish the P12 tires were like doubles, but like in the same configuration as they look. Because I actually like how they look for some reason. Yeah, and the Tatras too, yeah. Am I going the right way? I hope so. Here. Just chug along. That's basically what it is. Chugging along. Nope, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. High gear unavailable. Let's see if I can pop it here. Oh, let's go. That's what I'm talking about, Kenny. High gear is so OP, man. I can't make that turn. I'm just gonna go straight. Can I straight hold this? At 25% bonus torque, though. I'll probably have to punch out, yeah. When we test the long logs with the crane and stock tires, the P12. You mean on like the test map? Like test map purposes? Does anybody remember when this truck sounded like the P12? Like back in like when it first came out on PTS? It might have the same results actually as the all-terrains. It might. I think when I tested it before, it has very similar results. Yes, because they're still an all-terrain tire. Okay, where's this scout trailer at? I do have my scout truck here. What makes them worse? What do you mean? What makes them worse? The doubles? I think, or the singles. I honestly, I found that the doubles allow me to turn tires a little bit better on the hill. So they both, the singles and the doubles both made that hill, like via the test I showed on that video. But the doubles somehow made it up the hill faster. And I think it's just because there's more weight. Like those tires, the doubles weigh more, so more tire weight equals better pulling power. So if you have doubles versus singles, that helps. But also I think I wonder if it's like a pressure down thing, like there's so much tire pressure or so much weight, like PSI, like pounds per square inch down on a single narrow tire versus a double that you can actually turn tires under the power. I don't know if that's actually a thing. That's just kind of like my guess, is perhaps the single tire is just under so much weight pushed down that the vehicle actually probably has to generate a lot of power to like move that tire. But then again, it also is going to be, you have to consider friction coefficients as well, which they are different. But I think mainly like they both accomplished that hill when the OHDs couldn't, just because, yeah, the OHDs are just too grippy. Yo, Pittsburgh, what's up? Are you a Steelers fan? Are you a Steelers fan? Got to be with that name. So more wheel spin equals more torque? No. So like, what I mean is, not more wheel spin, more torque. It's if your engine can't effectively turn the tires because the friction coefficient's too much, it's the vehicle's basically worthless. So when you're able to turn tires easily, you still can get forward momentum or forward movement, even though your tires are slipping, but your engine can actually turn the tire. Yo, JL, thank you so much for that happy anniversary, brother. Appreciate it. Pittsburgh, you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan? Nice, dude. I am too. Does that make sense, Arcoop? Like too much grip, weak engine equals bad. Less grip, weak engine equals I can still move, I guess. Does that make sense? You might not perform better in like mud on like a flatter surface or a flatter like terrain, but when you're pulling things, you'll still be able to actually turn your tires. That's awesome, dude. Welcome in, by the way. Steelers are doing pretty good this year too. It's kind of awesome. I'm going to drop this trailer here. I'll come back for it. Let me go up alone. Wait, no. Wrong turn? Wrong turn. Okay, never mind. Follow the dots. Yes, so like in co-op with like the right gear ratio, like putting in the right gear to actually climb, I can kind of show this, honestly. Let me see if I can do this. Been trying to catch me? Lucky, got here today. Yeah, man, tomorrow I'm going to be live pretty much the same time I started this stream. Maybe a little bit later, but it's going to be a little bit longer of a stream tomorrow. Just because I don't have as much time today because I work. I think I'm on like my 5th day straight right now of working nights, so I think I have like a couple days off here after this. So yeah, we'll be pumping tomorrow as well. You've watched all my videos on it. Okay, cool. Okay, so another thing I could have done here, which I think I did last time, is just take this trailer and then use this to repair the Ankatra, which I think is probably the move, but I probably didn't have to actually buy that repair trailer, which it's fine. I'll use it. I'll still use it somewhere. Vehicles are always getting busted up. There it is. Oh great, we're gonna have this thing just go crazy. I think I'm gonna drop this somewhere. Probably just drop this by this fuel truck over here and just leave it sit for now. Look at this thing. Let's drop it right there. That's good. You love when they cement themselves into the pavement? Yeah, that's great. I think I'm going to start like towing those. Like if I ever hitch those up, like just with a winch, I'm going to tow those backwards. I think if you tow them backwards, it's a little bit better. It probably would. You're probably right. It probably would. It always decides to. At some point. At some point. Let's go. You shouldn't have my stream up while working. It makes you want to go back playing SR. It's funny. Dude, I mean, like, I used to do the same things. I would literally have, like, Twitch up on, like, my tablet, and I'd be sitting at work just, like, watching. Actually, I probably might watch Twitch tonight, to be honest, if nothing's going on. Probably still will do that. Actually, I'm probably going to use this trailer. Because I know it's going to give it to me, yeah. It's going to repair. Large service trailer. Ankatra, it works perfectly. Then I can just go refuel. Oh yeah. Dual monitors while working. Explode like a Tesla, yeah. That's nice, man. I like that. Dual monitors and then just roll it out. Have I been to Europe? I have, yes. I have been to Europe. 53%. I have been to Europe, actually. Trying to think. I've been to Paris. I've been to Spain. I've been to Italy, Germany. I think I did step foot in Switzerland at one point. I've been to Poland. Trying to think. I have a map of places I've been. What about an outrageous mod playthrough? I couldn't even do that. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna put on P12 stock tires. Wait, no. This is a pretty heavy haul right here, actually, but we'll do something else. I'll do like this. Italy where? I think it's called Catania. Okay, let's grab some logs. Hello? There we go. Catania, Sicily, yes. Yep, that's where it was. There's an Air Force base close to there. We flew into that Air Force base, and then we went and spent a day there, ate some food, stuff, came back. Nightbot deleted a message. What happened? What was that? Alright. Low. I mean, I'm just gonna put it in low. Same has low plus. I mean, both gearboxes have the same gear ratio for low, so we'll just punch this. I have no clue what he did. Nightbot is just going nuts, dude. Okay, I got... Let's see if I can crawl over here. Maybe too much emotes, maybe. Maybe it's just... Let's see if I can crawl over. Too much smiles? Okay, let's try something here. Let me back down. Might have met its match, dude. How can I get this map? This is actually a custom map that's... This is a custom map that is private, I'm sorry. So, but there's other maps you can get that have kind of like a testing ground if you'd like to do that. Alright, let's try this. Actually, I need to reset the surface, so go back to the screen. This will be my last test. But, oops, I just smacked my mic. You nerfed it. Alright, cool. This is the heaviest single packed load of cargo. Did I burped? No, I smacked my my microphone. Just gave it a good hit there. All right, let's see how this does. Abuse. I have a feeling it's not going to make it because the other tires didn't make it. But with the super heavy LKNY crane, they both made it. I think the singles struggled just a little bit more. Can I turn off all-wheel drive? I can, but right now I don't really need to. So it's still clawing. So they made it to the same spot. Let's try this. Let's turn it off. I'll just deviate outside here. Maybe it's that trail.